Wait, so where do we draw the line of normal? Like hair, neon green, like green screen, completely transparent kind.
I feel people who, once they know they're like creative, they're usually like, okay lor.
Yeah, I think
there's like certain reason like, okay, why they're like that. We get it.
yeah.
The final question is, my employee comes to work with wild hair colors like light blue, purple, pink. Now we are a very corporate environment and they stick out like a sore thumb. When we have guests visiting, their attention always ends up being directed at said employees. They've mentioned that, oh yeah, they look very creative, they look very expressive, but there are whispers that the guests are asking that, why this person dressed like that? Am I in the wrong for wanting them to dress more corporate so that they fit in more to the overall corporate image? The boss. Is that red flag or green flag? Alright, 1, 2, 3. Ooh, this is interesting. Alright, so Yeling on the red flag, Chloe and I on the green flag. Again, down the line, Yeling, why is it a red flag?
I think for me, right, the main thing is as long as the person looks presentable, I think that's okay. Of course, if the person everyday look like the person go cosplay, right, come in like purple hair, look like some anime character, something is wrong. The person should look a little bit more normal.
Where do we draw the line of normal? Like hair, neon green.
Okay,
but then right, he dressed the rest right is like nicely pressed shirt, like nicely pressed pants, belt, tie.
Personally, I don't agree with like the purple hair and the green hair, which we have in the team. But obviously, I didn't say anything. But end of the day, right, if you're gonna have such loud colors, means you need to accept people are gonna judge. I mean, you can't expect to come to work in pink hair and then expect studio management to take you seriously most of the time. I think this person is a little naive, like, and this person still insists to go in like green hair or purple hair. Then it's the person's choice. If anybody would ask me, I'm like, yeah, this person is in the creative line, he or she like it. But you need to accept that people are just gonna judge you lah.
The only problem stands out when that light blue hair clown has to dress up proper and it looks way out of line. And it's very unfortunate when that's the point you have to stop it. And that's a very random thing of why I had my light blue hair for the past 3 months, suddenly I need to change hair color.
I mean, let's say for example, if you walk into a banker with like green hair serves you, will you take the person seriously? In our context, let's say if you're in a creative line, I think it really doesn't matter. It's just end of the day whether people will take you seriously or maybe it'll leave a good impression.
Some of my friends who are like really good artists don't have normal people hair. They have like weird, insane, like light pink, ash grey. It's just them needing to express themselves. And I feel very sad when it needs to be stifled in a situation where if you want to be artist, you can go and do the streets and do your artist work. Or you can like go to a big corporate company which would actually pay you lots of money. But unfortunately, you cannot express yourself.
You just have to live with your choice.
Be responsible for your hair color. Okay. Alright, Chloe. Green flag.
I think it's normal that the boss wants to implement something because they are guests having the impression of why is the person dressing like that. But definitely I would say that because she's in the creative department, you would think that she's even more creative with that colour.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So being in creative department, I think it's fine to have that colour.
So the issue here is then because of the entire combination looks strange, but then you put like the lower third creative. Okay, I guess it's acceptable, even though I can accept the creative side of people looking that way. There are still boomers and artifacts and ancient people who belong in the museum that believes that everybody should be black and white.
As in, if the boss is going to the action of asking them, you must dye your hair black, then I think it's a issue lah. Because I mean, hair is not dressing ma.
So her instructions, right, as far as I know, is you must follow the employee's handbook code strictly.
Got book hair color. I feel people who, once they know they're like creative, they're usually like, okay lor.
Yeah, I think
there's like certain reason like, okay, why they're like that. We get it.
we
get it.
They'll be accepting of that.
This feels like the insanity plea to a murder case. Why is your hair red? Creative, bro. Okay, understandable. Have a nice day, sir.
If this client is going to nitpick on the company just because he or she saw a joker in a creative team with like a bright hair color.
But she was like pretty serious about the fact that the guests needed to see very good things, and it just so happens that the two of them were sitting there, right?
I think you're just gonna say okay, and then make sure the next time the client comes, these two jokers are not there. Instead of making them change their hair color, right? Just make sure the both of them don't appear. Then I think problem solved. They're like your top creatives, right? They're probably gonna give you like the best ideas that this client will like. And if you make them change hair color, they may lose the creativity. They just make sure they don't appear when the client is here. The client doesn't need to know the person behind this has what hair color, right?
Every time if this happens, they need to like just go and hide in the closet. Isn't it very detractive? If let's say like you get like a hot period where you like I don't know IPO or you get like a bunch of people who want to invest, then you just keep swinging by like bro, 2点到3点半你去里面躲. It's a bit strange, right? Which is why I think it's a green flag because there are other ways for you to express creativeness. There are also other days for you to express creativeness. You sign the contract, it's not that you don't know that there is a certain dress code. Everybody is still an agent of the company. There's no way for us to escape it. You are not in a front-facing position, but you are in a front-facing location. That forces you to be front-facing, full stop.
Wait, I feel if I'm the creative, any other day, every other day, me dressing like that has no issue, right? And then suddenly the issue comes when somebody spots me. Then I would be willing to accept that, okay, if this client were to come again, I will hide though.
Who doesn't want to hide in during work? Bro, 你叫我去2点到2点半去睡觉
Not
ons, bro.
hide lah, as in go somewhere that where the person won't be able to see me to work.
I now need you to go and hide for the next hour. Where will you hide in office where the tour won't happen?
Go drink coffee downstairs lah.
Okay, that I will agree. Of course, it's 放工不用做工. You just go and hide. That's the best solution, so that the creative people can stay creative because the bluer your hair, the more creative you are. According to
No, I say
But I think the creative people working in a corporate environment needs to accept that there are people that doesn't think this way. He or she needs to be a bit more understanding to compromise lah, to go for coffee, to hide in a meeting room. I think it's just about being flexible, which most creative people should.
So if the two creative rainbows ask you, so what do you suggest?
I will suggest you to go back to a more neutral hair color, but it's your call. So I wouldn't enforce it to say that you have to dye your hair color black. It's your decision lah. I mean, if you decide to continue to stick to the rainbow hair color, then you need to accept that there's a possibility that people don't take you seriously. People may deem you not corporate enough to give you a promotion. I mean, there are all this bias and pressure, or you just need to accept it. And if you're fine, you're responsible for your own decision.